Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that in this day, January 9th, 1349, the Jewish population of Basel, blamed for the horrific consequences of the Black Death, were rounded up and incinerated? Unfortunately, this didn't come as a surprise. Earlier that year, the Jewish cemetery in Basel was destroyed. A number of Jews fled. The angry mobs could not be stopped by public officials who claimed to offer protection. The mob captured all remaining Jews in Basel and placed them in a wood shack on a small island in the Rhine River. The shack was then set on fire. Historians think somewhere around 100 Jews were massacred that day. Jewish children were forced to be baptized and placed in local monasteries. All debts to Jews were absolved. And don't just blame those living in Basel. Similar massacres occurred throughout the Rhine Valley. Although anger about the Black Death was blamed, anti-Semitic treatment in the area continues to this day. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that anti-Semitism has to end. It cannot be tolerated ever. Hostility or prejudice toward Jewish people is not just a tragic history lesson, but an unfortunate reality in our world today. According to a recent report, 1 out of every 4 Jews in the U.S. has been the subject of anti-Semitism over the past year. Accordingly, 39% of American Jews changed their behavior in the past 12 months. 90% of Jews in America believe anti-Semitism is a problem here. Only 60% of the general population do. Why does it still continue? Whether it be our politicians, our celebrities, or even our neighbors, anti-Semitic slurs are heard all too commonly. It's wrong. It must be called out. Join me in my outrage. Join me in standing up for liberty and justice for all. Psst, it's PROLOG with MR.REVIEW. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.